Hey, what's going on, y'all? I think it's very important for us to be mindful of how easy it is to see these stories about racism and hatred come up and then mess around and start believing that this is something that's prevalent and dominant in society, when really these people are a minority of the people. And I know some might argue about this, but obviously I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. I'm saying it's important to not feel like there's people that's stressed, that's depressed, that's upset, worried every day. I hear people crying, talking about they worried every day. I can see how that be the case if you mess around and watch news all day every day, or if you mess around and internalize that as being the normal dominant theme of everyday life, when these people are the minority. And if you are a member of the hate group, if you are a racist, you need to realize you are a minority. Most people are getting along. Most people are focusing on how to make their lives better and the people they love lives better and the community better. That's what most people are doing. With that being said, let's get into the video. Hey, what's going on, y'all? So scientists have done studies to examine people who hate. You know, I do research. And they discovered the areas of the brain that were affected when people hated other people. A term that you can look up, which they call the areas of the brain that are affected, is called the hate circuit. You Google the hate circuit and you can get more details about the results of the discoveries in the study. But anyway, I wanted to talk about 3 things that happens in the body when you hate other people. Since a lot of y'all on the CV making all that noise, I know some of y'all just playing. Just playing and passing time away. Some of y'all actually do probably harbor some hate. But then some of y'all allow those people who are playing or are hateful to cause you to hate. But look, here go the 3 things that happen. Well, there's more than 3 that happens. This is the 3 things that I want to point out. One is you start to have feelings of aggression and wanting to attack the people that you hate. We've seen that play out, and we've seen those tendencies. Another thing that happens is you lack self-awareness. You lack self-awareness. And another thing that happens is you laugh less. You laugh less. Now, if you've watched other videos, read blog posts, you know that I talk about laughter. You know, laughter helps boost the immune system. And you know that self-awareness helps you to be able to reflect on your own thoughts, your own behavior. You know that feelings of aggression and anxiety, if you have a constant tendency or desire to want to attack, and then you're going to have anxiety. So you're talking about your own stress level being up. You're talking about compromising your immune system. You're talking about, instead of getting ahead in life, better positioning yourself for having depression. That's a miserable life, man. That's a miserable life. So really, when you're out there hating other people for whatever reason, the only thing you're doing is compromising the enjoyment of your own life thing, because as we talked about, because of the things that may transpire in your life as a result of the hate, you might do something stupid to put yourself in a bad situation where you're paying. And then you're probably going to try to teach that to your children, going to mess up their lives. So it's something for you to think about. But even on top of that, you should reflect. Well, I mean, like I said, your ability to reflect is going to be negatively affected. But now that you know about these things, you can more easily say, see, this is what happens by default. When you are exposed with that information, you are in a better position to address those issues. And so now you can look at it if you so desire. Like I said, you want to improve your life, and it makes sense for you to kind of self-examine who you are and what you're about. So you might want to think about why it is that you hate the people that you hate. In many cases, it's just so ridiculous and stupid, the reason that people harbor hate. You might harbor hate because of what someone else has fed you, or because of what you assume the other group of people are about. Oftentimes, it's because what you assume about the entire group of people, based on what a couple of people or some representatives from that group has done. I mean, and that might even be not something that you witnessed, but something that you've seen done to someone else, or heard someone else say was done to them. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got, all these different things that occur. So you might want to examine why it is that you harbor hate, because you might discover that it's on top of you putting yourself in a disadvantaged existence altogether, that it's just downright stupid, even on a shallow level. Because it's like, how did I get here? You know what I'm saying? Why is it that I hate these people? You might find that there's no way to justify that actually makes sense. And guess what though? It makes much more sense to, instead of spending all that time and energy on hating other people, to spend time and energy on stop. Lay down. Lay down. There you go. Good girl. You might figure out that it makes more sense to spend time and energy on how to get ahead in life. Improve your health, how to make your life more enjoyable. To make the world a better place. Figure out how to make your community a better place. Not by hurting other people. Not by taking something away from other people. But when you feel like there is a lack, and so other people gaining or getting ahead or getting on their feet might take away from your ability to flourish, your ability to get ahead. It might take away from you. That's not true. There's an abundance of opportunity out here. There's an abundance of wealth. There's an abundance of love out here. There's an abundance of everything out here. It is the impoverished mindset that believes there's not enough to go around. And so therefore, you need to be in stiff competition against other people, because someone has to do without. In order for you to have, someone else has to do without. It's not true, man. That's a misconception. So, having having said that, you figure out just how to get your piece of the pie. You don't have to hate other people. You don't have to bring other people down. You don't have to try to hold other people back. The objective to a happy life is for people to go for win-win situations. Think about this. How can peace spread all over the land? How can you actually enjoy your life if you have the haves and the have-nots living beside each other? That's not going to end well. And you might say, well, that's why I'm trying to get away. Well, the population is steadily going up. You're going to end up beside somebody at some point. I mean, it's very unlikely that you're going to isolate yourself and enjoy your life in isolation. So what you really want, an ideal situation is for not only you to be doing well, but your neighbors to be doing well also. And then you can chill together, have fun together, and enjoy each other's company instead of looking at each other, side-eyed, like they plotting to get you because there's only a certain amount out there to have. All right, I'm done. I will put Courtney to sleep. All right, y'all, one more thing. I think it's very important for us to look at our reaction to the things that occur and think about if we are doing things that's going to actually have the most beneficial impact. Don't want to get caught up addressing issues that are actually minor. Jim Rohn used to say majoring on minor things. But you don't want to mess around and focus so much time and attention on little things, or things that might not be seen as little. They might be meaningful in a way, but how much impact are they really going to have in changing your life situation or the people you love, the generations you're concerned with, the family members you're concerned with, the community you're concerned with, the group of people you're concerned with. How much of an impact is that really going to have? Is there a better way to address the issue? Are there more important things to focus your time and attention on? I just think it's important to look at that. Thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful day. And don't allow yourself to hate other people who are actually doing a pretty good job of hating themselves. A strange thing is that if people are doing things that they're doing to try to get at you, to make you mad, or to hurt you, the best way to get back at them is to be successful and to overcome that ignorance. When you respond showing that you're hurt, or you respond at the same level of ignorance, you're playing right into their hand. Some of these people want a civil war. They want division in the community. They want people to have to line up on one side or another so that they can continue to go back and forth. So if you play into their hand, you're just giving them what you want. So if you figure out another way to respond to it, then you probably can do two things at one time. One, cause them to question their own hatred. Or two, cause them to be even more furious. And you probably cause them immediately to be more furious at first, and then as that wear down, as you continue going and taking the high road, then what actually happens, in my opinion, what actually happens, and I've seen it happen, you know, on one-on-one situations or whatever, but what actually happens is those feelings of being pissed off and mad and disappointed because you didn't respond at the same level of ignorance, they end up dying down and being replaced of feelings of being stupid for having that opinion of the group that you hate and second guessing your own opinion. And if you, part of what you're doing to respond is engaging in conversation and having useful dialogue where they can actually turn to and get educated and learn about the reality of the different people that they hate, then I think the potential is there for them to correct their thought process. And one of the things I hear people saying is they can't change or people can't change. Y'all, if you feel that way, you're not paying enough attention. People change from that specifically, from hate, from racism, all the time. They might be brought up in a certain household, taught that, and people do change. So get that out of your head. You have to get that out of your head, because that's part of the big picture. You have to get that out of your head. You have to think more positive, or else you will be one of those people who are worried about a race war and thinking that is inevitable, and thinking that it's just a matter of time, and thinking that anything can happen to you at any time, because to you it's hopeless. And it only goes downhill. And that's just not reality. That could become a self-fulfilling prophecy if the way that you respond to the stuff that you see is counterproductive. Because then it does go all downhill. You just go back and forth in ignorance, and the situation disintegrates from there. So that's my 2 cents about all of this, y'all. I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for watching. Peace.